If we could please stand, tonight our very own C.W. Baker High School senior and outdoor track and field athlete, Cole Chrisman, will sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and oh, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Cole. I would like to welcome everyone to our athletic awards ceremony. This evening we gather to commemorate the remarkable achievements and contributions of our esteemed athletes, coaches, and champions. It is a monumentous occasion where we pay tribute to the past, present, and future of Baldwinsville athletic excellence. Tonight, we have the distinct privilege to honor and recognize Coach Leo Johnson, who we are naming our new Charles W. Baker Gymnasium after. We will enshrine 9 remarkable individuals into our prestigious Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, along with honoring our top student athletes from this past year. Recognizing Coach Leo J. Johnson, it is my honor and privilege to stand before you tonight as we celebrate the remarkable legacy of Coach Leo J. Johnson and dedication of the soon-to-be new Charles W. Baker High School Gymnasium in his honor. Coach Johnson's impact on the Baldwinsville Central School District, its athletic program, the sport of wrestling, and our community has been profound and lasting. His accomplishments speak volumes about his dedication, passion, excellence, and unwavering commitment to bringing out the very best in his wrestlers and countless student athletes. During his 25-year tenure as head wrestling coach, Coach Johnson compiled an outstanding dual meet record of 306 victories, 42 losses, and 5 draws, resulting in a career winning percentage of 87.8%. During his 21 years as head wrestling coach at Baldwinsville, and under his guidance, the Bees won an impressive 14 Onondaga League Wrestling Championships, 8 Section 3 Class A Championships, 8 Section 3 Tournament Wrestling titles, and he produced 5 individual state champions. From 1978 to 1981, his wrestling teams were the top-ranked dual meet team in the state and a testament to his exceptional coaching. Coach Johnson's accolades extend far beyond local and state levels. In 1974, he was named the Northeast Regional Coach of the Year and became a member of the United States Olympic Committee, along with serving as the National Wrestling Chairperson from 1975 to 1979. In 1980, he received the prestigious National High School Coaches Association Coach of the Year Award, further solidifying his status as one of the greatest wrestling coaches of his time. After retiring from coaching in 1985, Coach Johnson's legacy continued to grow. In 1993, he was inducted into the New York State High School Wrestling Hall of Fame. In 1994, he was inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame. And in 1998, he received the ultimate honor of being inducted into the National Amateur Wrestling Hall of Fame. As the athletic director, I can personally attest to the profound impact Coach Johnson has had on my life and the lives of countless others, especially to his wonderful wife, Maureen, his children, Kimberly, Laureen, Kevin, Brad, and Brian, along with his wonderful grandchildren, who he is so proud of. His wisdom, guidance, and unwavering support has been invaluable. He has always been there to offer advice, answer questions, and provide a steady hand during challenging times. In life, we are asked to leave a positive mark on those around us. In Coach Johnson's life, he did that so well that his mark will forever be etched in the walls and the floor of the new Coach Leo J. Johnson Gymnasium. This naming is fitting tribute to a man who has dedicated his life to the pursuit of excellence, the development of young athletes, many of who are here tonight, and the promotion of the sport and community he loves. As we dedicate the soon-to-be renovated facility, let us remember the countless lives Coach Johnson has touched, the countless athletes he has mentored, and the countless victories he has celebrated. Let us honor his legacy by continuing to strive for greatness, both on and off the mat. He has modeled for our youth the ability to build positive relationships, guiding them through his motto of patience equals confidence equals courage equals a champion. Thank you, Coach Johnson, for your unwavering commitment to the Baldwinsville community and to all the lives that you have impacted along your journey as a coach, educator, administrator, and as a person. At this time, I would like to invite class of 1967 graduate, 1994 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, and former wrestler, Mr. Steve Morgan, to share a few words about Coach Johnson and the impact he has had on him.
How many people know me out here? Anyone? Hey, I call him Coach, and I'll explain why in a little bit. I was born in 1948. My mother, my father, and my grandmother were sent to prison in the middle of the 1950 June. Social services took me from my mother's arms as she was sent away to serve time in prison. After bouncing around in 3 or 4 foster homes, I ended up in Baldwinsville. How many know where Gun Barrel Road is? All right. If you go to the curb at Gun Barrel Road, the farm I lived on went all the way from there to Dead Creek and all the way up past probably half, 3/4 of a mile, all the way down to the river. The Buttons were my foster parents. And Clinton Kelly was also part of a 3-person combination that were born in the 1890s. They had bought a farm after the Depression, and they were my parents, like great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents. Life on the farm growing up was an environment that was tough. There was no hugs, no kisses, no I love yous, just strict daily expectations. I spent a lot of time getting in trouble. I was angry. In 6th grade, John Nostrand, who was principal then, he got tired of paddling me, and he made me go into wrestling as a 6th grader. 6th graders could not compete at that time, but I still had to go to practice every day and take a beating for about maybe 3 or 4 or 5 days, and then we started figuring it out. But that right there was the beginning of me becoming a wrestler in this community. In 1964, I had wrestled for John R. Carroll as a freshman. In 1964, after I had lost in the postseason, I was sitting on a mat, licking my wounds. Leo Johnson came over, sat down on the mat, and he said, "You've improved an awful lot this year, son. I love your heart." That was the first time in my life a person had said something like that to me. In 1964, I was looking forward to the season. I turned 16 that year, and my foster parents living on a farm felt like I needed to stay home and work on the farm. And they pressured me to quit. And eventually I did. And eventually Leo came, battled them, social services, and eventually I was allowed to come back and wrestle. They got paid more money because I was now classified a problem child, but I didn't care. I had a chance to do what my heart told me to do. In the summer, after I got out of high school and I went on to college. Well, when you get to a point in high school, you have to start thinking about which direction you're going, and foster home kids didn't go to college. Leo went to bat for me. I had a chance to go to school. When a guidance counselor heard that I was going to go to college, he gave Leo a hard time. He said I was going to waste time and money and I'd be home by Christmas. And you know what? He was half right. I did come home at Christmas, and I went back, and I had an opportunity to become an All-American, graduate in 2 years on time, and receive a full scholarship to a college down in North Carolina, East Carolina University. It's quite something when somebody saves you a couple times. Leo saved me. He saved me. He gave me an opportunity. You got to do this. Between junior college and East Carolina, I got married. He was my best man. When my first child was born, Kelly, he's her godfather. And by the way, Leo, Kelly is a midwife, and she delivers about 10 babies a week. She brings in 10 Americans into this country each week, and she's been doing it now about 20 years. When you're teenagers, whether you're male or female, sometimes the biggest hurdles that are in your life are in your heart or in your mind. It's hard. You have to discern between all the information you see and hear. Nowadays, it's even harder. Leo supported me throughout my career. In 2013, Leo flew down to North Carolina to share in my induction into the National High School Wrestling's National Hall of Fame North Carolina chapter, in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Two Baldwinsville people are sitting out in Stillwater, Oklahoma. He and I owe it all to him. How many people out here understand what superpower means? Superpower is not something you see on TV or see in a movie. Leo has superpowers. When he was my coach, and when he's been my mentor for a lifetime, he not only trained me, he trained thousands. He gave me the ability to see myself. He gave me the ability to see things in me that I didn't even see in myself. He saw something that I didn't even know I had. He guided me on my journey. He gave me the tools to become a better man. These tools helped me to make a difference in my 6 decades of teaching and coaching in a different state. except for 4 years up here at Auburn Brush. Superpowers are infectious. Once you get exposed to goodness, kindness, caring, empathy, you get to the point where you understand once you get infected and you find it, you want to spend the rest of your life trying to get it one person at a time. That's why he's so successful. I still call Leo Coach. And the reason why I call him Coach is because it is meaningfully a sign of respect and honor for a man who was made and been a maker of men. There's a lot of people in this community and all over the United States. He's a legend. I'm just one of thousands, Leo, that feel the same way. I am blessed to have had Maureen and Leo in my life. You want to know something else? There are thousands of men, women, children who have had a better life because what he taught me, I taught them. What he taught me is tattooed on my soul. Finally, Leo's a great leader, a motivator. His entire life, he has been so deserving of this event that's happening today. He will always be remembered as one of Baldwinsville's greatest educators and coaches. To me, he's the closest thing to a father I ever had. His greatness is heavenly. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan, for your powerful and heartfelt words. Lastly, I would like to thank everyone who helped to make this happen for Coach. I would like to personally thank two former Beeville student athletes, Mr. Tony Sarancini, Mr. Don Shaver, for all of their efforts to getting this taken care of for Coach. We'd also like to thank the Board of Ed, who has been able to make this work, and our entire district. At this time, I would like to direct your attention to the monitors where we will show a video rendering of the new Coach Leo J. Johnson Gymnasium. Coach Johnson, I would like to invite you and your family, along with the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph DeBarbary, the Board of Ed President, Victor Jenkins, to come forward to unveil the plaque that will be displayed in the renovated gymnasium. Could we just grab the lights, Paul, when you have a sec? At this time, I would like to invite Baldwinsville community member Tony Sarancini to the stage to make a special announcement.
Thank you. My name is Tony Sarancini, class of '94, C.W. Baker. And I've had the good fortune of working with the Baldwinsville School Board for approval of this dedication. I would like to thank the board and the tremendous leadership of Superintendent Dr. Joe DeBarbary for making this dedication possible. To say there was an overwhelming level of support for this dedication is an understatement. The board listened to the Baldwinsville community, and for that, I thank you. Mr. Johnson, you truly are an incredible person. Over the past year, I've had countless conversations with individuals you have motivated and supported. The substance of all these conversations parallels that of Steve Morgan's delivered earlier tonight. The impact you've had does not stop at the border of this great community of Baldwinsville. Because of you and your significant influence, athletic programs have been created by your student athletes across the United States. And that is simply amazing. Mr. Johnson, on behalf of the many alumni, friends, and your family, I would like to thank you for all you've done for so many in this community. And it's an honor to present the Baldwinsville School District with a $25,000 donation to create a perpetual Leo Johnson Legacy Scholarship. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, Tony. What an amazing way to end this dedication. Congratulations, Coach Johnson, on a well-deserved honor. Very proud of you and your family. This concludes our special recognition for Coach Leo Johnson. We are going to take a 5-minute intermission. After the intermission, we will begin the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony. The Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame induction. The Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame's mission is to recognize athletes, coaches, and supporters who have made a significant contribution to the Baldwinsville Central School District athletic program through their service, performance, dedication, commitment, and accomplishments. The purpose of the Baldwinsville Community Athletic Hall of Fame is to honor and celebrate the accomplishments of outstanding athletes, coaches, administrators, and Baldwinsville supporters. It is also there to reconnect those individuals and their families with the Baldwinsville Central School District, to deepen the current student-athletes' understanding and appreciation for the history of Baldwinsville athletics by seeking their participation, and to foster pride and promote good sportsmanship, scholarship, citizenship in the school and in the community. Before we begin with the inductions tonight, I would like to thank and recognize the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame committee members for all of their hard work, commitment, conversation, time, and effort with getting this important and needed Athletic Hall of Fame back up and running. When I call your name, if you could give a wave, we would greatly appreciate that. Sue Allen, Kathy Morris, Bill Allen, Jim Galley, Dana McDonald, Victor Jenkins, and Dick Clark. Tonight, we are honored to induct 9 outstanding individuals into our Athletic Hall of Fame. Each of the 9 inductees will be called to the stage, and they will receive 2 commemorative items: a personalized plaque recognizing their athletic accomplishments, a special blanket to mark this occasion, and their official Hall of Fame plaques, which are displayed on the table in front of the stage. These plaques will be permanently displayed in our Athletic Hall of Fame. First up, we would like to welcome student-athlete Mason Cavallero to the podium to honor our first inductee, class of 1951 graduate, Ken Ike Burton. Please direct your attention to the monitors as Mason shares with you Ike's athletic accomplishments.
Mr. Burton etched his name all into other exceptional athletes, including his brother Jim, who excelled in interscholastic sports during an era when individual athletic prowess was not formally recognized. His impressive resume was 4 years of varsity football and basketball, complemented by 5 years of varsity baseball. In the absence of a structured selection and classification process for sports, Burton's athletic career commenced in the 8th grade as a center fielder and hitter on the baseball team. By the culmination of his high school career, he had earned prestigious accolades: the Joseph G. Credit Trophy for Most Outstanding Hitter in 1950, followed by the Alfred D. Boulay Trophy in 1951 for Outstanding Player. When not on the baseball diamond, Burton could be found showcasing the speed in a 100-yard dash. A legacy on the field. From mid-season in 1946 to the first playoff game in 1950, Burton was a member of the baseball team that edged an unprecedented 46-game winning streak into the archives of the sport, the longest ever recorded nationwide. This remarkable achievement earned the team recognition at the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, where they had the honor of playing an exhibition game on the Hollow Field as the 1950 divisional champions. A copy of the streak record at Cooperstown bears the inscription, dedicated to the National Baseball Hall of Fame, as an inspiration to high school players everywhere. It is with great pride we induct Mr. Ken Ike Burton into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his distinguished career.
Thank you, Mason. At this time, would Ken's daughter, Deborah, please come to the podium to receive your father's recognition. Congratulations, Ike and Deborah. At this time, please welcome student athlete Ryan Wilson to the stage to honor our second inductee, former cross country and track and field coach, Chuck Wiltsey. Again, if you could direct your attention to the monitors as Ryan shares with you Coach Wiltsey's coaching accomplishments.
Being inducted as a coach into this year's Hall of Fame, Coach Wiltsey coached varsity and junior varsity cross-country teams, initiated modified cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track programs in 1964 and beyond, and promoted the Baldwinsville High School girls cross-country team in 1970. He initiated the Beagle Harriers, an AAU running club that competed successfully in the Eastern U.S. and the Harrier Running Camp. During his 20-year coaching tenure, he organized and hosted many cross-country invitationals that included up to 95 schools, founded the road race series for Central New York, which included the Tricky Raid Race, and developed all-season training programs for teens and senior runners. To promote and more interest, he led the towns of Lysander and Van Buren and community fitness programs. Some of the outstanding runners he coached include Don Page, Steve Wellen, Tom and Bob Buckley, Steve Ellis, Eric Lutz, and Rob Harlowski. These runners, along with others, helped the team achieve multiple sectional titles under Coach Wiltsey's tutelage. His knowledge, enthusiasm, and administrative ability brought him to chair and serve on boards for many regional groups, including New York Indoor Track, Syracuse Chargers, Western New York AAU Long Distance Committee, relays, marathons, and other road races in Central New York counties. In a state administrative capacity, he hosted many NISPA cross-country championships, New York State Cross-Country Federation events, chaired and directed Empire Games, and New York Senior Games road events. Mr. Wiltsey continues as chairman of the New York State Federation and NISPA cross-country committees. Some of the honors Coach Wiltsey has received include being named two-time Outstanding Coach at National Federation of Interscholastic Athletics, New York State Outstanding Coach by National Federation of Sports, Section 3 and Section 5 Meritorious Service, member of the Swing Oswego Athletic Hall of Fame, acting as a head timer at Olympic Trials for Marathon, as well as track director for AAU/USA Junior Olympic Games, and receiving multiple clerking awards for track events. Coach Wiltsey has had an impact on many lives, promoting running and giving back to the communities in which he lives. It is with great pride that we induct Coach Wiltsey into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his distinguished coaching career.
Thank you, Ryan. At this time, would Coach Wiltsey please come to the podium to receive your recognition.
When you get older. I'd like to thank definitely the Baldwinsville School District for this honor. All those events that you just heard and saw took a lot of effort by lots of people, none of which could have occurred without the outstanding encouragement of three administrators here in this school district. Oates Senate, Joe Coleman, and especially John Nostrat of Durkee Junior High, who lent his school be a hub for distance running. I had outstanding help of fellow coaches, John Arcaro, Ken Ennis, Marty Collins, Mike Foster, and definitely Jim Goulet. We had a steadfast group of volunteers that included Maggie Tubbard, Tish Chetfeld Evans, Jane Solich Marsters, Mary Connery, and Rob Herlosky. And most importantly, my family, who tolerated and understood my career and passion of backing all distance running activities. Thank you, Baldwinsville. Thank you.
At this this time, please welcome student athlete Adam Aviles to the podium to honor our third inductee, class of 1956 graduate Earl Howard.
In the era before sectional and state competitions were instituted in New York, Mr. Earl Howard was recognized for his exceptional athletic abilities in football, basketball, and baseball. His football exploits were widely acclaimed in Central New York art and gold. During his high school football career, Mr. Howard served as a team captain and earned all-county honors as a quarterback for Baldwinsville. Additionally, he was awarded most athletic by his senior classmates, which was a prestigious honor. Mr. Howard's leadership qualities were further explained when his peers elected him as the class president in his sophomore, junior, and senior years. Upon graduation from high school in 1956, Mr. Howard was accepted in the ROTC program at Central State University of Ohio. He went on to serve his country for 20 years in the Army, retiring with the extended rank of Lieutenant Colonel. After his military retirement, Mr. Howard continued to make valuable contributions working for NASA for nearly 2 decades. As a computer technician and serving at the Pentagon for several years, it is with great pride that we induct Mr. Howard into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his remarkable athletic achievements and his community career.
Thank you, Adam. At this time, would Earl's daughter, Gwen, please come to the podium to receive your father's recognition.
Thank you, Baldwinsville. Thank you for my dad who couldn't be here today. He left a legacy here, which is really great that the committee decided that they wanted to put him as a Hall of Fame. And of course, the best class was the class of 1974, but we won't say anything about that. But thank you, Baldwinsville, for being such a wonderful inspiration to our family while we were here. Thank you.
Congratulations, Earl and Gwen. At this time, please welcome student athlete Kelsey Dwyer to the stage to honor our fourth inductee, class of 1977 graduate, Betsy Tolson DeMay.
Before her graduation in 1977, Betsy was an elite runner in 3 different sports seasons. Betsy won hundreds of races in meets and invitationals that ranged from sprints to long distances in cross-country, indoor track, and outdoor track. Her elite records include the 100-yard dash, 200-yard sprint, and 4x440-yard relay in outdoor track, as well as the 4x440-yard sectional championship record. During her sophomore year indoor track season, Betsy compiled wins in 8 different individual races, setting school records in all 8 distances from the 50-yard dash to the mile run. Sectional titles in the 600-yard run and the 4x220-yard relay were added to her accomplishments as well that year. Her undefeated record that season caused her competitors to regard her as the most versatile and feared runner in Central New York. In her final outdoor season, Betsy anchored the 4x440-yard relay team at sectionals to win that event and missed the state record by only 0.5 seconds. When needed, Miss Towson DeMay also competed in the long jump, high jump, hurdles, and shot put. She finished high school earning the Good Fellow or Outstanding Female Athlete award. It is with great honor and pride that we induct Betsy Towson DeMay into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, celebrating her distinguished career as a true student athlete.
Thank you, Kelsey. At this time, would Betsy please come to the podium to receive your recognition.
you, Chris, and thank you, Baldwinsville Schools. When I first started running, I was the only person on the varsity cross-country team. And same thing happened to me in college, too. But by the time I left or graduated in '77, we had a full complement of team, a complement of indoor track, and cross-country teams. So I just have to do a shout out to Jim Goulet for bringing the team from like a single person to a very well-developed athletic team. So I think that's going to keep it really short and sweet, but thank you so much to Jim Goulet and his wife Jean for all of her support, and Chuck Boltsy too, because I know that without the two of them, we would not have such a great running program. And hi to my family in Alaska. Hi. They're watching the live stream. Go Bees.
At this time, please welcome student athlete Nico Wellman to the stage to honor our 5th inductee, class of 1994 graduate, Jason Grilly.
A talented pitcher from Baldwinsville, Jason caught the eye of scouts and was drafted by the New York Yankees in the 24th round. However, he chose to hone his skills at Seton Hall University, where he excelled and earned multiple All-Big East honors. After 3 years of collegiate play, Jason's hard work paid off when the San Francisco Giants selected him as the 4th overall pick in the 1997 MLB draft. Following 3 years of development in the minor leagues, Jason made his MLB debut on May 11, 2000 with the Florida Marlins. Over the next 2 decades, he showcased his pitching prowess across 9 major league franchises, amassing an impressive 694 strikeouts and 684 two-third innings pitched over 595 games. Jason's career was marked by numerous achievements and milestones. He recorded 79 saves, with a remarkable 33 of them coming in 2013 alone. That same year, he was named to the National League All-Star team. He pitched a scoreless 9th inning. On July 22nd, 2013, Jason etched his name in history by becoming the first Pittsburgh Pirate since 1992 to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated. Additionally, he made 16 postseason appearances, pitching 12 scoreless innings. Jason also represented Team Italy in the prestigious World Baseball Classic. After an illustrious career spanning nearly 2 decades, Jason retired from professional baseball. He now resides in Pittsburgh and was honored with an induction into the Baldwinsville Baseball Hall of Fame in 2022. A testament to his exceptional talent and contributions to the sport, it is with great pride we induct Jason Grilly into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his distinguished career.
Thank you, Nico. At this time, Jason, please come to the podium to receive the recognition.
It's dangerous when you give a former ball player a microphone. We have to do this in front of Baldwinsville, 13027. You look good out here. I'll just keep it short. Thank you for letting me borrow the turf here, where it all began. My parents' transplants settled here. That library view is still the same. My teachers used to yell at me to get my work done, and be staring out there looking at the field, dreaming of doing those things that you said. I don't even remember. We got a 30-year reunion. Chris, what the heck happened to time? Wow. So all I'm going to say is to the people who are here now, the student athletes that are here now, if you can make it out of this town and from a basement in Baldwinsville, Syracuse, New York, and you got the facilities, and I don't recognize this place anymore. It's awesome. So to everybody that's made this place elevated, it's validated, dominate and celebrate whatever y'all are doing and where you want to go. So big things can happen from Baldwinsville, New York. I want to thank you and all the honorees. It was awesome. Can't wait to jam with you some more. Thank you.
At this time, please welcome student athlete Nayla Lofton to the stage to honor our sixth inductee, class of 1994 graduate, Christine Lindsay.
Hello everyone. Tonight is a very special night where Baldwinsville acknowledges the athletes who shaped our athletic program and contributed to the pride that comes with being a Beagle Bee. I'm more than honored to tell you all about Christine Lindsay, a class of 94, three-season varsity athlete who competed in tennis, volleyball, and lacrosse. She was voted Sophomore Female Athlete of the Year and also received the Outstanding Female Athlete Award in her junior and senior years. Additionally, she was co-captain to all three sports her senior year, titles that cannot be given without shedding a light on the immense hard work and dedication behind them. In tennis, she contributed to Baldwinsville's first ever sectional doubles title and was on Section 3's all-league team. As for volleyball, Christine led the league with her assists in her junior year and won sectionals her senior year. From one volleyball player to another, congrats on these truly remarkable accomplishments. During her varsity lacrosse career, she was an impenetrable goalie who led the league with saves for 3 consecutive years. She also contributed to the lacrosse championships for sectionals twice. Oh, and I must have forgotten to mention that she was also awarded the All-American title 4 times throughout her athletic career, twice for volleyball and twice for lacrosse. Truly incredible achievements. After leaving behind this legacy at Baker, Christine attended Georgetown University and was the university's all-time leader scorer in save percentage. By the end of her career in college lacrosse, she held the NCAA record for single-season save percentage and career total saves. During this time, she was first-team All-American for 3 years. Since graduating from college, Christine has been honored as an inductee into Upstate New York Lacrosse Hall of Fame, the first female player to be so honored. Additionally, Christine was a member of the 2005 silver medal U.S. World Cup lacrosse team and was recently inducted into the Georgetown Athletic Hall of Fame in 2017. Tonight, she will be inducted into the Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame. I invite all of you to give Christine a big round of applause and celebrate her outstanding accomplishments.
At this time, would Christine please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
This is really tough for me to follow. Tony Saracini, one of my classmates, and Jason, MLB player, but I'll try to just say I am very grateful for the opportunity that I had while I was in Baldwinsville. It was a great community to grow up in. My parents still live here. I moved back here from being in Georgetown, and I couldn't be more proud to be a Bee. So go Bees.
Congratulations, Christine. At this time, please welcome student athlete Judson Ferris to the podium to honor our 7th inductee, class of 1980 graduate, Mike Connors.
Mr. Connors has characterized excellence since his days at Baldwinsville High School. Mr. Connors wrestled for the Hall of Fame coach, Leo Johnson, in his junior and senior years. Mike earned the Section 3 title and capped off his senior campaign by winning a 177-pound weight class in the New York State Public High School Association's championship. Mr. Connors was also named All-American during his junior and senior seasons. During Mr. Connors' career on the wrestling team, the Bees achieved a record of 144-2. Mr. Connors also excelled on the football field during his time at Baker High School. Mr. Connors continued to excel in both football and wrestling at St. Lawrence University. He was a 3-year starter on the St. Lawrence football team and a member of the 1982 team that won the Eastern Championships. As for wrestling, he was a 4-time conference champion, a New York State collegiate champion, a 3-time Division III All-American, and won the 1984 NCAA heavyweight title for the Saints. Upon graduation, Mr. Connors returned to Central New York, coaching football and wrestling at Fulton High School, where the wrestling teams captured several league and sectional titles, along with 6 state team titles. Recently, Mr. Connors was an assistant coach on the SUNY Cortland NCAA Division III Football National Championship team. Mr. Connors is also a member of the following Hall of Fames: National Wrestling Hall of Fame, NCAA Division III Wrestling Hall of Fame, New York State Wrestling Hall of Fame, New York State Collegiate Wrestling Hall of Fame, Section 3 Wrestling Hall of Fame, St. Lawrence Athletic Hall of Fame as an individual and as a member of the 1982 Hall of Fame football team. Fulton's Wrestling Hall of Fame. It is with great pride that we induct Mr. Connors into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his remarkable athletic achievements and distinguished career.
Thank you, Judson. At this time, would Mike please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
I'd like to thank the committee for honoring me here this evening and also congratulate all the other honorees. I guess to be successful, you gotta have a little talent, a little bit of luck, a lot of hard work, but most importantly, you have to be in an environment from which you can flourish. And I was extremely lucky to live in that environment in Baldwinsville, New York, growing up. I had tremendous coaches, tremendous leaders, tremendous role models, great teammates, and altogether it ended up for one of the most positive experiences of my life, being on several championship teams. I'd like to thank everyone involved and thank you and congratulate all of you. That's it.
Congratulations again, Mike. At this time, please welcome student athlete Greg Marinelli to the podium to honor our 8th inductee, class of 1990 graduate, Brian Corcoran.
During his high school athletic career, Brian Corcoran amassed impressive achievements in 3 sports before graduating in 1990. In hockey, he was all-league for 4 years and was a key player in 2 league championships and the league sectional finals his senior year. As a 2-way tackle in football, he was all-league first 3 years on varsity. During his time on the team, Baldwinsville football won 2 sectional championships and a regional crossover game. No state football finals at that time. He also contributed to the lacrosse team's success during his final 2 years in high school. Brian was named to the all-league team his senior year and MVP of the sectional all-star game. As a captain leader with distinctive accomplishments in all 3 sports, Brian received the class of 39 award, Outstanding Man Athlete, both junior and senior years. He also received the prestigious Principals Award his final year, earned by achieving recognition in 3 different sports in the same year, which has not happened today. Upon receiving a full scholarship from the University of Massachusetts for football, he was on the all-conference team for 3 years and went to the Yankee Conference Defensive Player of the Year as a senior. Additionally, he was an All-American and member of the Yankee Conference 50-year anniversary team. While at UMass, the school reinstated their hockey program, and Brian had the opportunity to lace up his skates once again and become a contributing member of the team for 2 seasons. Playing 2 varsity collegiate sports is rare, and to excel is remarkable. Upon graduating, Brian accepted a professional hockey contract with the Anaheim Mighty Ducks organization and played 3 seasons for the Raleigh Ice Caps, the Baltimore Bandits, and the Hershey Bears. It is with great pride that we induct Brian Corcoran into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring his remarkable athletic achievements and distinguished career.
Thank you, Brad. At this time, would Brian please come to the podium to receive the recognition?
I'm listening to all that stuff and thinking, why can't I hit a golf ball straight? Hey, thank you for having me here. Thank you for this induction. I have so many people to thank for what you've achieved or accomplishments. 2 of my coaches are some of yours and still coaching football. Coach Mark Lloyd. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations again, Brian. At this time, please welcome student athlete Sierra Natoli to the stage to honor our 9th inductee, class of 1983 graduate, Catherine Arcaro.
During Kathy Arcaro's time at Baker High School, she was a true multi-sport athlete. In cross country, she won an astonishing 5 league and sectional championships, 2 state federation and Eastern championships. She was a 4-time individual meet winner. She was named All-League in all sections for 5 years. She also placed 18th overall at the U.S. National Cross Country Meet in 1981. In indoor track, Kathy was a 4-year All-League in all section team member. She was a sectional and state qualifier in the 1600 and 4x800 relay for 3 years. She was a member of the 4x8 relay team that won sectionals and placed 3rd overall in the states. In outdoor track, Kathy was a 4-year all-league, all-section and state meet competitor. She claimed the sectional 1500 championship with an impressive time of 4 minutes and 52 seconds and was the sectional championship in the 4x4 and 4x8 relays. On the basketball court, she was a 5-year varsity starter, setting the single game scoring record for Baker Gym with an incredible 42 points and an arrow out 3-pointers. She boosted an astonishing 95% free throw average and was the team MVP in 1982 and 1983. Kathy was the league leader in steals and assists from 1981 to 1983 and earned all league honors in those years, as well as all-section recognition in 1982 and 1983. High school awards include the Principal's Award for being first team all-league athlete in 3 sports in 1982 and 1983. Outstanding Female Athlete Award in 1982. In 1983, she received the Section 3 Most Outstanding Athlete Award from the Pastimes Club and the American High School Athlete Award. Kathy's successes continued at Lemoyne College, where she excelled in cross country and basketball on full scholarship. In cross country, she was a 3-time invitational winner, a 3-time all-conference and all-division team member. On the basketball court, Kathy etched her name in the record books, becoming a 1,000-point scorer and the all-time leader in assists and scoring with 1,271 points. Fittingly, Kathy was named the Female Athlete of the Year in 1987 and was inducted into the Lemoyne College Hall of Fame in 1997. It is with great pride that we adopt Kathy Arcaro into the class of 2024 Baldwinsville Athletic Hall of Fame, honoring her distinguished career as a student athlete.
Thank you, Sierra. At this time, will Catherine please come to the podium to receive your recognition?
I would also like to thank the committee. My coaches, Jim Goulet, I think is here. I'd like to thank him for everything he did for me in cross country, outdoor, indoor track. And thank these athletes. You guys, congratulations. You should be very excited for all your accomplishments as well. And to all the honorees, congratulations. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm last, so that's it. Way to go.
Congratulations again. Let's give another well-deserved round of applause for the class of 2024 Athletic Hall of Fame inductees, along with all the student athletes who did an excellent job reading the athletic summaries, and each of the inductees. I would also like to thank our Baker librarian, Leslie Cartier, who helped produce the Athletic Hall of Fame videos. Congratulations once again on this well honor. This concludes our Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony. We are going to take a 5-minute intermission. After that, we will begin the Baldwinsville Athletic Ceremony. Tonight, we are honored to be able to recognize our student athletes and their accomplishments from this past year. It was a very successful year, and certainly we appreciate all the efforts and supports that we get from the parents, guardians, Board of Education, our superintendent, Dr. Joseph DeBarbary, Baker High School Principal, Mr. Chris Denton, faculty, staff, administration, and our booster clubs. Without all of your support, this athletic program would not exist as one of the best athletic programs in Central New York and in New York State. These awards tonight are chosen by the head coaches. We meet and nominate possible candidates using the criteria for each award. Coaches have a chance to talk about their athletes and then narrow it down to whom we feel is appropriate for that award. The coaches have an excellent selection process that has been used over the years. You will see some great student athletes walk across the stage tonight. If you are a recipient, I would ask that you enter the stage to your right side. If we are handing out a group award, we ask that you stay on the stage until the entire group of awards are handed out. We will announce the entire group and have you exit near the stage, near the backdrop. I would also like to give a special thanks to Namie's Engraving in Baldwinsville. They make all the awards and plaques that are given out tonight. Carol and Ed have been great supporters of Baldwinsville athletics and our youth programs throughout the years. They do an amazing job with the short turnaround with all of the awards. If for some reason something is incorrect on your award or plaque, please bring it down to my office and we will fix it. With all of the awards that are given out tonight, there will be a standard criteria, which is all students will have demonstrated positive characteristics in the areas of dependability, courtesy, integrity, and leadership. Additional requirements have been established for each of the awards that will be read at the beginning of the award presentation. With that being said, let's begin our athletic awards ceremony. Baldwinsville Outstanding Team Player Award. Each varsity coach will be asked to come forward by season to present their award. It is to honor the outstanding team player per varsity sport. The criteria is the standard plus high degree of team contribution. At this time, will our fall coaches please come forward to present their awards.
For boys cross country, Noah Covert.
Girls soccer, Audra Silvani and Aubrey Rizzo.
For game day cheerleading, Sarah Fry.
For girls gymnastics, Miley Basilia.
Girls tennis, Mira Madsen, Ayla Kalfas.
For field hockey, Ella Holtman and Reagan Wells.
For girls cross country, Cameron Barton.
For girls volleyball, Sadie Phelps.
Boys football, Greg Marinelli, Lucas Houghton.
For boys soccer, Owen Daly and Nick Hollinshead.
For boys volleyball, Braden Kudorowskis.
For girls swimming, Eva Smith.
On behalf of the golf program, Owen Frechette and Alden Motala.
our 2023 Fall Baldwinsville Outstanding Team Player recipients. At this time, will our winter coaches please come forward to present their awards?
Girls basketball, Madison Polkey.
For boys wrestling, Judson Ferris and Aaron Fredenberg.
Girls wrestling, Ariana Leo and Haley Robinson.
Competitive cheerleading, Caitlin Pine.
For boys swim, Lucas Clay and Mikey White.
Boys varsity hockey, Trevor Sutton.
Girls indoor track and field, Kelsey Dwyer. Boys indoor track and field, Noah Cover.
Girls bowling, Sam Haas. Boys bowling, Jordan Sutterly.
Unified bowling, Dylan Tortolat.
For boys basketball, Tyler Nielsen and MJ Young.
Our 2023-2024 Winter Baldwinsville Outstanding Team Player recipients. At this time, will our spring coaches please come forward to present their awards?
Okay, flag football, Brian DeZuba and Aubrey Rizzo.
Baseball, Joey Gennario.
For girls golf, I have Peyton Kowalski and Anna Falcone.
For boys tennis, Mason Doan.
Girls outdoor track and field, Cam Barton.
Boys outdoor track and field, Paul Clark.
For girls lacrosse, offensive players Leah Otts, defensive players Kelsey Dwyer.
For boys lacrosse, Anthony Nicolucci.
Unified basketball, Noah Vignon and Bradley Ellis.
For softball, I have Bella Hotchkiss and Leah Verschneider.
And for girls crew, we have Sophia Cavallari.
Our 2024 Spring Baldwinsville Outstanding Team Player recipients. Spirit Award. The award is given to high-spirited athletes who display a genuine interest in fostering the philosophies of Baldwinsville athletics. At this time, will the coaches that are presenting the Spirit Award please come forward?
For boys cross country, indoor and outdoor track, Adam Cosman.
For boys tennis, girls tennis and softball, Layla Trendowski.
For boys tennis, Zach Pendergast.
For girls basketball, girls soccer and girls indoor track and field, outdoor track and field, Natalie Barkowiak.
For field hockey, Nina Rue.
For indoor and outdoor track and field, Zachary Area.
For indoor track and field and girls lacrosse, Brianna Peters.
Nominated by the baseball program and football program, Logan McIntyre.
For girls cross country and also for indoor and outdoor track and field, Ashlyn Davis.
Nobody deserves this award more. Boys cross country, boys lacrosse, Braden Bull.
Flag football and girls volleyball, Ava Wixie.
Football, Parrish Morrison.
For boys soccer, Aiden Baker.
For boys volleyball, Xavier Van Bristow.
For girls crew, Emma Hatala.
Congratulations to the Spirit Award recipients. James R. Brink Sportsmanship Award. This award honors the male and female athletes who foster and display the ideals of good sportsmanship while representing Baldwinsville on and off the field of competition. From 1967 to the present, the Sportsmanship Award has been called the James R. Brink Award. At this time, will the coaches that are presenting the James R. Brink Award Sportsmanship please come forward?
For boys cross country, indoor and outdoor track, Ryan Wilson.
For girls volleyball, girls basketball, and girls outdoor track, Neela Lofton.
For girls volleyball and flag football, Sadie Phelps.
For boys golf, Billy Shipman.
For boys tennis, Nick Helbert.
For indoor track and field and girls lacrosse, Olivia Bartlett.
field hockey, Ava Hetler.
Nominated by the baseball program, Casey Collins. For boys lacrosse and boys soccer, Josh Armbruster.
Our James R. Brink Sportsmanship Award recipients. John Arcaro Service Award. Will John Arcaro's daughter, Kathy Morris, please come forward? This award is to honor the athletes who have given exemplary service to the athletic department, who have demonstrated positive characteristics in the areas of dependability, courtesy, integrity, and leadership.
Taylor Talenda, Lee Verschneider, Bree DeZuba, Adam Avios, Nathan Glyden, Evan Welch, Isaiah Pickard, and Nicholas Hollington. Please come up.
Congratulations to our John Arcaro Service Award recipients. James S. Pelcher Coaches Award. This award signifies the recognition of athletes by the entire Baldwinsville coaching staff, who in their opinion displayed outstanding pride, effort, hustle, and determination while representing Baldwinsville in competition, practice sessions, and in daily life. This award is given in honor to Coach James S. Pelcher, who so dearly loved this type of individual and athlete. Will the following coaches please come forward to present their awards?
For wrestling, Judson Ferris.
Girls soccer and flag football, Ella Valentine. Girls soccer, girls basketball, girls flag football, Medea Simons.
For boys soccer and boys tennis, Andrew Junn.
For game day cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, and outdoor track and field, Kaylin Pine.
Girls cross country, girls indoor track and field, and crew, Sophia Cavallari.
Nominated by football and baseball, Nico Wellman.
Coach Wilcox and I would like to present this Pelcher Award to Trevor Sutton.
For girls soccer, girls basketball, and girls lacrosse, Sierra Natoli.
James S. Pelcher, Coaches Award recipients. Honorary Block B Award. The purpose of this award is to honor volunteer service to the youth in the Baldwinsville Central School District. The person will have demonstrated commitment to volunteer service to youth and to serve number of years beyond personal family benefit. Will the following coaches please come forward to hand out their awards?
Boys lacrosse, Jan Marinelli and Audra Nicolucci.
Connie Nielsen.
Jenny Kierkegaard.
And Kim Glidden.
Jessica Tylinda.
John Natoli, girls soccer, girls basketball, and Tim Dwyer, girls soccer.
And Shannon Phelpster, girls volleyball.
Football, Mr. Dave Ferris.
Congratulations to our Honorary Block B Award recipients. At this time, I would like to recognize two coaches for earning awards in their respective sports. Will the following coaches please come forward? Coach Peterson, 2022-2023 All-CNY Bowling Coach of the Year. This award was from last year, and I wanted to make sure that I recognize Coach Peterson this year for it. And would Coach Ludden please come forward, 2023-2024, Section 3, Class A Boys Swimming and Diving Coach of the Year. Three-Sport Athlete Award. This award is given to the senior athletes who have participated in 3 sports during their senior year. Will the following students please come forward? Zachary Area, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Natalie Barkoviak, soccer, indoor and outdoor track and field. Sophia Cavallari, cross country, indoor track and field, and crew. Mason Cavallero, football, indoor and outdoor track and field. Paul Clark, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Noah Covert, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Jackson Creelman, volleyball, indoor and outdoor track and field. Ashlyn Davis, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Ava Marie Davis, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Kelsey Dwyer, soccer, indoor track and field and lacrosse. Judson Ferris, football, wrestling and lacrosse. Sarah Fry, game day cheerleading, competitive cheerleading and outdoor track and field. Ariana Goodrich, game day cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, and outdoor track and field. Brianna Grosso, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Ella Holtman, field hockey, indoor track and field, and flag football. Lucas Houghton, football, indoor and outdoor track and field. Demetrius Iudinas, football, indoor and outdoor track and field. Adam Kozman, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Neil Lofton, volleyball, basketball, and outdoor track and field. Madeline McCullum, soccer, indoor track and field, and flag football. Greg Marinelli, football, basketball, and lacrosse. Sierra Natoli, soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. Tyler Nielsen, football, basketball, and lacrosse. Kaylin Pine, game day cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, and outdoor track and field. Declan Preedmore, soccer, indoor and outdoor track and field. Medea Simmons, soccer, basketball, and flag football. Layla Trudowski, tennis, bowling, and softball. Taylor Tylinda, game day cheerleading, competitive cheerleading, and outdoor track and field. Jace Virginia, football, indoor and outdoor track and field. Ryan Wilson, cross country, indoor and outdoor track and field. Our 3 Sport Athlete Award recipients. Baker High School Principals Award. Would C.W. Baker High School Principal, Mr. Denton, please come forward.
Thank you, Mr. Campolita. The Baker High School Principals Award is to honor all-around athletes that demonstrate multiple skills in positive school and team leadership. The athlete will demonstrate excellence in 3 seasons in 1 year, which is defined as an all-star or all-league selection. Achieve excellence in multiple skills, running and hurdling, swimming and diving, for example, or baseball and football. The athletes selected for the Principals Award this year are, let's start with Noah Covert. Noah's first team All-League in Division Cross Country, first team All-CNY Boys Indoor Track and Field, and first team All-CNY Boys Outdoor Track and Field. Next up, Ryan Wilson. Ryan was first team All-League in Division Cross Country, first team All-CNY Boys Indoor Track and Field, and first team all CNY boys outdoor track and field. And finally, Paul Clark. Paul was first team all-league in division cross country, first team all CNY boys indoor track and field, and first team all CNY boys outdoor track and field. Congratulations to all of these recipients.
Male and female Section 3 student athlete representative for Baldwinsville and the class of 53 and the class of 76 award. At this time, I would like to mention that this coming up Monday, June 10th, Section 3 will honor 2 of our student athletes at its annual Section 3 Scholar Athlete Dinner at the SRC Arena on the OCC campus. Schools are allowed to send 1 male and 1 female athlete who are eligible for selection, student athletes that have maintained a cumulative grade point average of 90 or better, have participated in a varsity competition in Section 3 sponsored sport, other factors such as community service, exemplary citizenship, and other extracurricular activities are taken into consideration. They have participated and lettered in more than 1 varsity sport their junior and senior year, had the highest unweighted grade point average, did community and civic work. The recipients of the Section 3 Scholar Athlete Award are also the recipients of the class of 53 and the class of 76 award. The class of 53 and the class of 76 award honors excellence in athletics and academics. The students must be a graduating senior and have an 85 plus average, have earned 2 varsity letters in 2 sports. At this time, will Superintendent Dr. Joseph DeBarbary please come to the podium to announce the 53 and the class of 76 recipients.
The class of 53 award recipient participated in 4 years of varsity cross country, 2 years of indoor track and field, and 4 years of outdoor track and field. His athletic accomplishments include, for cross country, team captain during his senior year, 2021 and 22 second team all division, 2022 and 23 state federation championship participant, 2023 first team all division, first team all league, first team all CNY, the 2023 team spirit award, and the 2021 and 22 league championship team member. For indoor track and field, 2023 and 2024 first team all CNY, Board of Ed Certificate of Excellence, April 10th, 2023 and April 1st, 2024. 2023 New York State Public High School Athletic Association State Meet Participant, 2023 and 24 Century Club, 2023 3,200 meter SCAC League Champ, 2023 and 2024 4x800 meter Section 3 Championship Relay Team Member, 2024 3,200 meter Section Champ, 2023 and 2024 League Championship Team Member, and 2023 and 2024 Section 3 Championship Team Member. For outdoor track and field, 2022, 2023, 2024 League Championship Team Member, 2022, 2023, 2024 Section 3 Championship Team Member, and 2024 4x800 meter Section 3 Championship Relay Team Member. His academic honors include National Honor Society, Commended Student by the National Merit Scholarship Committee, the OCC Dean's List, and AP Scholar Award. His volunteer work and community service includes Humane CNY Cat Socializer. I had to look that one up, but it's a real thing. Syracuse Chargers Track Club, Everyone Can Run Program Student Coach, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Volunteer. Academically, he is ranked 4th in his class with a weighted GPA of 101.9620 He will be attending Colgate University this fall with plans to major in conservation biology along with running for the cross country and track and field teams. The recipient of the class of 53 award, Ryan Wilson. Class of 76 award recipient participated in 3 years of varsity soccer, 3 years of varsity indoor track and field, and 2 years of varsity lacrosse. Her athletic accomplishments include, for lacrosse, second team Salt City Athletic Conference Metro All-League Lacrosse grade 11, most improved lacrosse grade 11, instant impact player also in grade 11, section 3 champion grade 11, New York State regional champion grade 11, and the New York State semifinalist grade 11. For soccer, she tied for team lead for most points scored in grade 12, section 3 semifinalist in soccer grade 12, honorable mention in the Salt City Athletic Conference Metro All-League Soccer grade 12, and she was a captain for the soccer team as a senior. For indoor track and field, second team All-CNY indoor track and field, grade 12, MVP indoor track and field, also in grade 12, the section 3 pole vault champion, grade 12, New York State Indoor Track and Field Championships, pole vault, grade 12, qualified for leagues, sectionals, and state qualifiers in indoor track and field, grades 10, 11, and 12. Her academic honors include C.W. Baker High School Class of 2024 Valedictorian, National Honor Society, National Junior Honor Society, AP Scholar with Honor Award, National Merit Commended Student, the Rensselaer Medal winner in grade 12, the Bosch and Loam Honorary Science Award in grade 12. Her volunteer work and community service includes Partners in Science, which for those of you that don't know what Partners in Science is, it's when we pair students with labeled as having disabilities with able peers who complete science labs, fostering that relationship where they can work together, and it's definitely a worthwhile program. Baldwinsville Community Scholarship Foundation, she volunteered 51 hours for that organization. She has volunteered 32 hours for Eldon Elementary School in our mentoring program. She's a National Honor Society and Key Club member with 15 hours of various activities and community service. Academically, as mentioned, she's ranked number 1 in her class with a weighted GPA of 103.9147. She will be attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology, majoring in mechanical engineering, along with playing both soccer and lacrosse. The recipient of the Class of 76 award, congratulations, Kelsey Dwyer. Congratulations to both Ryan and Kelsey, as well as all of our senior athletes and coaches on a very successful year. Everyone has certainly made our community proud. Go Bees.
Thank you, Dr. DeBarbary. Academic All-American, Girls Lacrosse. Kelsey, don't go too far. I would like to honor Kelsey Dwyer, who has earned the distinction of U.S. Lacrosse Academic All-American with a weighted average of 101.9147%. Kelsey, please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations, Kelsey. Academic All-American Wrestling. I would like to honor Judson Ferris, who has earned the distinction of National Wrestling Coaches Association and the United States Marine Corps as Academic All-American with a weighted average of 90.69%. Judson, please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations, Judson. Scholarship Awards. Tonight we are going to honor our Scholarship Award winners. Our teams will be giving out over $25,000 in scholarships to our student athletes. How this will work, I will name the team and the presenter or presenters. Then they will call the student athletes up to the stage. First up, Baseball Booster Scholarship, presented by Laura Leighton.
Good evening. I'm pleased to be able to present 2 scholarships from the Baseball Booster Club tonight. These 2 students were selected from a committee that reviewed them on 4 categories: academic achievement, school extracurricular activities, volunteer and community service, and an essay that the boys wrote on their experience with the Baldwinsville baseball team. Please come forward to accept your awards, Casey Collins and Nico Wellman.
Baldwinsville Boys Basketball Ken Kraft Scholarship, presented by Jen Young.
On behalf of the boys basketball program, I'd like to congratulate and bring up to the stage Tyler Nielsen and Nick Hollingshead for the Ken Kraft Scholarship.
Baldwinsville Boys Lacrosse Scholarship, presented by Mr. Frank Garcia.
On behalf of the Boys Lacrosse Booster Club, we are proud and congratulate the following 4 recipients of a Booster Club scholarship. Last time I'm announcing these names, gentlemen. On defense, number 16, Greg Marinelli. Number 21 on defense, Anthony Nicolucci. Number 26 at midfield, Justin Ferris. And last but not least, number 34.
Baldwinsville Field Hockey Scholarship from Booster Field Hockey Club, presented by Coach Ordway.
For highest GPA, Reagan Wells, and the Robin Ashodi Scholarship, Ava Heather.
The Baldwinsville Interscholastic Football Club, presented by Coach Sanfilippo.
I'd like to present these scholarships. Dimitri Ioannidis, Greg Marinelli, Tyler Nielsen, Trevor Galante, and Nico Wellman.
Baldwinsville Boys Volleyball Booster Club, presented by Coach Gessick.
On behalf of the Baldwinsville Boys Volleyball Booster Club, it's my honor and pleasure to present this to Brendan Mitchell.
Baldwinsville Cross Country and Track and Field, presented by Coach Scuderi. Sorry about that.
We'll be awarding 16 scholarships tonight. Paul Clark, Cole Chrisman, Ryan Wilson, Noah Colbert, Adam Cosman, Ben DiStefano, Gavin Kirkendall, Zachary Aria, Cam Patalino, Neela Lofton, Sophia Cavallari, Brianna Grosso, Kelsey Dwyer, Jessica Witz, Ava Davis, and Natalie Barkoviak.
For girls golf, senior Anna
Sr. Alex Trasher, Billy Shipman, Owen Frechette, and Alden Potala.
Baldwinsville Girls Basketball Scholarship from the Baldwinsville Girls Booster Club, presented by Coach Morris.
Okay, girls basketball is Brianne Zuba and Neil Lofton. Okay, girls soccer, Ella Valentine and Kelsey Dwyer. And our newest sport, flag football, goes to Ava Wicks.
Baldwinsville Girls Lacrosse, presented by Coach Tabor.
Brianna Peters and Kelsey Dwyer.
Baldwinsville Softball Scholarship, Leadership Scholarship, Academic Scholarship, and Dino Nicoletti Scholarship, presented by Coach Kyler.
Now batting for the Bees, number 21 catcher Leah Bearschneider. Playing third base, number 13, Maddie Gulich. And in right field, number 14, Layla Trendowski.
Baldwinsville Girls Volleyball, presented by Coach Saylor.
So that's a really tough act to follow. I'm gonna go with all 5 of my seniors: Maddie Gulich, Ava Wicks, Sophia Connor, Sadie Phelps, and Mila Lofton.
Baldwinsville Cheerleading Booster Scholarship Club, presented by Coach Christensen.
Awarded to the 2 senior athletes with the highest GPA, Sarah Fry and Kaylin Pine.
Baldwinsville Tennis Booster Club Scholarship, presented by Joy and Craig Doan.
The Baldwinsville Tennis Booster Club would like to recognize the following seniors for their commitment to the tennis program for at least 3 years. Jack Foreman, Brandon Doherty, Andrew Jung, Nick Helbig, and Zach Pendergast.
Baldwinsville Boys Soccer Scholarship, presented by Coach Skimaker.
Andrew Jung and Aiden Baker.
Baldwinsville Hockey Booster Club Scholarship, presented by Coach Lloyd.
This is the first time the Hockey Booster Club has handed out a scholarship, and the inaugural winner is Mr. Cameron Chavis.
At this time, Coach Sanfilippo is going to recognize one of his football players.
Okay, we'd like to recognize, elected by the Central New York National Football Foundation as our recipient for the 23-24 school year, Aaron Clark.
Okay, we'd like to recognize a few people behind the scenes here and in the athletic office. Probably many of you know them. They either call them on the phone or athletes who've been down there to see them. On behalf of the coaches, we'd like to thank Heather and Colleen for all their tiresome work. So if they would come up here, they put this all up here and did a great job tonight.
And just to piggyback off of what Coach Morris was saying, Colleen and Heather go above and beyond for our student athletes. Anytime there's something going on, I always say that it's a choose your own adventure sometimes in our office, every 5-10 minutes, depending on the day. They are here, they are true to what we do in the athletic office, and they make sure that everything is done for our student athletes so that it's done in the right fashion. And I really, truly cannot thank them enough for all that they do. There are a lot of things that are thrown at us, and they just work with it, make it work so that we can have everything organized for our coaches, and as I said earlier, most importantly for our student athletes. We can't thank them enough for all that they do. Thank you, Colleen, and thank you, Heather. Before we present the top 2 awards this evening, I would also like to send a special thanks to our Buildings and Grounds Department, specifically Alan Burt and his crew for all that they do with getting our fields ready to play on, our custodian staff here at Baker under the direction of Dave Wentworth, Donna Rice for putting on a great spread for our Hall of Fame and Coach Leo Johnson dedication, our public information specialist, Sarah Buckshot, who is always highlighting our athletic accomplishments throughout the season, transportation, especially Lori Forbes and Dean DeSantis, Jeff Abbott and Tom Manning, who are stadium coordinators for the fall and in the spring. And I would also like to thank Coach Kyler, who made the easel tonight to hold up that 80-pound plaque. He did that pretty quick, and I do want to thank him for his efforts in doing that. Thank you very much. The Class of '39 and the Glenn E. Goodfellow Outstanding Athlete Award. These awards honor the student athletes who have been selected by the entire coaching staff as the most outstanding male Class of 1939 and female Glenn E. Goodfellow athletes to represent Baldwinsville in this particular school year. Established by the Class of 1939 and in 1957 by Mrs. Glenn E. Goodfellow Luke. Outstanding Team Individual Award. The Glenn E. Goodfellow Outstanding Female Award goes to the following 2 students. Our first recipient is Aubrey Rizzo. Girls soccer and flag football. Aubrey's athletic accomplishments include girls soccer, 3-year varsity player, junior season received SEAC honorable mention in all league, awarded most improved by our coaches, was nominated twice as Gatorade Player of the Game by Coach Morris. In her senior season, she was SEAC first team all league, selected all Section 3 girls soccer team, was Gatorade Player of the Game, again selected by Coach Morris, and was the captain of the varsity team. For flag football in its inaugural season, she was selected as the team captain. She was a member of the first ever Section 3 Division I championship team. Section stats include 12 touchdowns, 55 flags pulled, 450 yards rushing, 241 receiving yards, 61 carries, 27 catches, was named All-CNY first team, and was selected first team All-League. And just yesterday was named the All-CNY Division I Player of the Year. Aubrey will be attending Nazareth University to to study communication sciences and disorders and play soccer. Congratulations, Aubrey. Our other female recipient is Kelsey Dwyer. Soccer, indoor track and field, and lacrosse. Kelsey's athletic achievements include, in soccer, 3-year varsity starter, was named team captain during her senior year, honorable mention All-League in the Salt City Athletic Conference, tied for team points, including goals and assists during her senior season. In indoor track and field, she was a 3-year varsity runner and pole vaulter. Sophomore season, she qualified for leagues, sectionals, and states in pole vault, and the 4x200 meter and the 4x400 meter relay. Junior season, she qualified for league, sectionals, and states in pole vault, and the 4x200 meter relay. During her senior season, she again qualified for leagues, sectionals, and states in pole vault, 4x200 meter, and the 4x400 meter relay. She was named to the Century Club for scoring more than 100 points in a season, was named MVP for contributing to the most points in the team for the 2024 season, and was the 2024 Section 3 pole vault champion. She was named second team All-CNY for the pole vault, and she competed in the New York State Championships in the pole vault event. For lacrosse, she was a 2-year starter, named second team All-League Salt City Athletic Conference, was named 2023 Most Improved Player, was a member of the 2023 New York State Sectional and Regional Championship team, led the team in draw controls and forced turnovers during her senior season. Kelsey will be attending Massachusetts Institute of Technology to study mechanical engineering and will play both soccer and lacrosse. Congratulations, Kelsey. The Class of 1939 Outstanding Male Athlete Award will go to the following 2 students. Our first recipient is Greg Marinelli. Football, basketball, and lacrosse. Greg's athletic achievements include football, 2-year varsity starter, 2-time first team All-League, 2-time All-CNY, 2022 named All-State cornerback, 2022 led the state in interceptions at cornerback with 8, named captain during his senior year, career stats on offense, 2,248 all-purpose yards, 29 total touchdowns, career stats in defense, 10 interceptions, 2 fumble recoveries, and 65 tackles. For basketball, he was a 3-year varsity starter, was named team captain during his senior season, career stats, 359 points, 122 rebounds, 158 assists. He averaged 10.3 points as a game during his sophomore year and was also a New York Scholar athlete. For lacrosse, he was a 3-year varsity player, a 2-year starter, 2023 was named first team All-League and on the All-CNY team, was a 2-time Section 3 Class A champion, league champion, and New York State regional champion, and was a member of the back-to-back New York State Public High School Athletic Association Class A state championship teams. Was named captain during his senior season, was named to the 2024 watch list for the New Balance and Under Armour All-American Senior Games, was selected to the 2024 Senior All-Star Game. His career stats include 6 goals, 6 assists, 136 ground balls, and 91 caused turnovers. Greg will be attending Binghamton University to study business and play lacrosse for the Bearcats. Congratulations, Greg. Our other male recipient is Mikey White Jr. Swimming. Mikey's high school swimming accomplishments include 2021 was named to the SCAC second team. 2022 and 2023 was selected SCAC first team All-League. 2022 was a section champ in the 200 freestyle relay. 2023 was a sectional champ in the 500 freestyle. 2024 sectional champion in the 100 freestyle, 200 medley relay, 400 freestyle relay, and second in the 200 freestyle. In 2024, he was a member of the first sectional championship team in school history, was named All-CNY swimming and diving teams several times throughout his career. The New York State events that Mikey qualified during his Beeville career include, as a sophomore, the 50 freestyle and 100 freestyle. As a junior, the 50 freestyle, the 100 freestyle, the 200 and 400 freestyle relay. As a senior, 50 freestyle, 100 freestyle, 200 freestyle, 100 fly, 200 IM, 500 freestyle, 200 medley relay, and the 200 and 400 freestyle relay. 2023 was a New York State Public High School Championship. He qualified 21st, or he placed 21st in the 100 free, 31st overall in the 50 free, and 20th overall in the 200 free relay, and 23rd place in the 400 free relay. 2024 state championship, placed overall 7th in the 200 freestyle, 13th in the 100 freestyle, 14th in the 200 freestyle relay, and 7th in the 400 freestyle relay. 2021 was named Burn Dairy Athlete of the Week, was named MVP. 2023 and 2022 and 2023 was named Boys Swim Outstanding Athlete. 2023 and 2024 and 2022 was a scholar athlete for 4 years, a finalist for Section 3 Boys Swimming and Diving Most Valuable Player. The records that Mikey holds include the pool record holder for the 100 fly, 100 free, 200 IM, 200 free relay, 200 medley, and 400 free relay. School record holder for the 200 free, which was held for 29 years, 100 free, 50 free, 200 medley, and the 400 free relay. One of the most important awards that Mikey is proud of was the National Hemophilia Foundation Ryan White Youth Award that he received back in 2022. Mikey has committed over 100 volunteer hours, including hemophilia awareness and Run Red fundraising. Lastly, Share My Story, Mikey, an athlete with hemophilia, was published on the CDC website to raise awareness. Mikey White Jr. will be heading to Lemoyne College on an academic and athletic scholarship to study biology and to swim at the Division I level for the Dolphins. Congratulations, Mikey. A program of tonight's recipients will be posted on the district website. I want to thank everybody in the audience tonight for supporting our athletic programs. Lastly, I would like to wish our boys and girls track and field athletes and our coaches the best of luck as they compete in the state championships tomorrow and over the weekend. Go Bees! This concludes our athletic award ceremony. Please feel free to enjoy cupcakes and refreshments in the back of the auditorium. Have a great night.